Welcome back to Neil and Jan Resellers.
On Saturday, 21st of May.
Yes, it is.
And it's been a good day.
Oh, hang on. The camera's
We've got
being
some
moved.
dog movement here.
We'll start that again.
Dog move the camera. And
So,
as you'll see from behind me, we're in the middle of a major... Hello, Bear's come to co-present.
There's, yeah.
We're in the middle of a major move around at the moment, and I've decided that this unit behind me, which holds a lot of my officey stuff and a lot of my sewing things, my sewing machine, my serger, all that sort of thing, is going to be emptied out, and we'll go out to the shed and will be my stock cupboards.
Actually, whilst we're doing it, we're going to move the camera around and actually show people what's actually happening.
This is a bit ex-certificate, so I might need to sit down and have a cup
over
of tea
here,
afterwards.
you can actually see where the desk is going to be.
Where the desk is.
Or the desk is, that's where the desk is permanently going to be. Over here we have the TV and we have boxes of stock. Over to the doorway where there's more boxes, and coming back round.
And you're back again.
And you're back with us.
So you can see we are in a state of absolute chaos at the moment, but it's a process.
Things are going to be a lot more organised. We're going to get a chance to get a lot more work done, having the desk in there. We did have the table previously, and that worked well, but it wasn't right for the room. So,
and if we didn't think we had enough stuff, we went out this morning and got more.
Got some more. So we're going to share with you.
As normal, Neil got more stuff than I did.
I always get more stuff.
I'm trying to be, because all of the boxes that you see in here is my stuff, which is why it's heading out.
Most of it isn't listed.
Heading out the door quite literally. Because I just can't relax in this room anymore. We need to convert it back into a lounge with just a corner of it.
Yeah. As workspace.
As a dedicated office space. We used to have an office in a built-on, what do you call it?
Over there.
Yeah, it's a small room that's built onto the side of the house, which used to be an office that had the desk and the filing cabinets and things in. But when I started to get multiple freezers, the desk had to come in, and that's now the freezer room. But and also, I've got a fridge freezer and 3 chest freezers.
Because it used to be a brick.
It still is a
brick outhouse bit.
No,
shed.
It's not a toilet. It's a shed.
No, it's a shed.
It was a shed built onto the original house.
That didn't used to have a doorway through there, and we decided that we were going to put the boiler out there. And then we had to put a proper door in, and I made it
into an official room.
Room.
As I say, that then used to be the office, but
it would get really cold in the winter. So
it's got it's not fully insulated and it's not heated out there. So
anyway,
I've got my Keeta shed that's out in the garden, which is a lovely, lovely shed.
Yeah, which if you haven't seen the film of us making is on Jan's...
That's on my Tales from a Purple Brain channel. It's about 7 episodes because we thought it was going to take an afternoon to put together, and it took. So
if you want to see that, the link will be down below for Jan's channel.
And a lot of people have bought Keeta sheds like mine on the strength of that video. So actually, people do come back and say, "How do you find it?" And yes, it's 2 years old now. It's stood up to all the rain, all the storm, snow, everything that was been thrown at it. It stood up to.
Ready with the fingers? We'll put the link up there. And
not there.
No, not there. It'll be up
over there. Right, okay. And it's big enough for this unit behind me, which is an IKEA. Is that a 5 wide? It's a 5 square box thing. I can't remember what they call it, but
it's big enough for one of those to go in.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you could have one either side. You could have 2 if you wanted to use those for storage. That's the IKEA 5x5 blocks.
I can't remember what it's called.
Well, how many doors have they got?
Well, it's 25 squares in
25 squares, so you could have 50 squares out in the shed if you needed stock.
It's good for my sort of stock because I've got a lot of paperweights and china and things that aren't going to be affected by heat or cold or whatever. Can't put like electrical things.
Should we move on to some items?
Am I boring you again?
No, I'm just in case some people are here for the items rather than just our waffle.
Well, maybe
but other people who want the
waffle,
let's put some waffle at the end and they can decide. Anyway, what did you get? This was Faygate.
Boot sale this morning was Faygate. And the first thing that I came across was a Manfrotto.
Monopod?
It's a monopod black. Now these are only about £40 brand new, so I didn't get a great bargain. I think I paid £5 for it, but it's still in its box with a tatty box. And if I just show you what it is, I'll just pull the strap off. You can put your camera on the top there. It's got a screw there to put your camera on, and then it's too stiff for my fingers. Undo the things, and I can't do it now.
Do you want me to...
No, I just haven't. It's
right. So
it opens out.
Now.
And then you can use it as a monopod. So you just put your big camera on. Mind out, I've got China there.
On that
and
end.
then it just helps you to hold it steady. So if you're taking, I don't know, wildlife photos or something, or scenery.
It looks good. I think it used to have a little.
It had a little rubber
bit
on the end,
but that is
missing. But you
missing.
can get spare parts from Manfrotto.
Can you?
And
cool.
I immediately was drawn to it because it is Manfrotto, and because we do photography or used to do a lot of photography, I knew Manfrotto as a brand is one of the best. Yeah. You know, if you're looking for a tripod or something, then you go for Manfrotto. If
Feels
you can.
a little bit gritty. Needs a bit of a clean. Needs a bit of a wipe.
Just a bit of a clean, bit of a wipe over. But
yeah, it's nice.
But when I got home, found out that Neil's already got one, and whatever we do, we always have to have one each. Don't we? I thought, well, if you've got one, I might have to keep this for me. Hoarding again.
Well,
maybe I'll keep it for me, but maybe not.
I did something different on it. I at the end where you use as a stopper for the support, I've put I've adapted a thread for the cameras to go on, and done it at a 90-degree angle because I wanted to use one as a selfie stick. It's not the proper thing that's on it. I say it was something that I adapted because I wanted to have a selfie stick before I had a proper selfie stick, and I thought the Manfrotto one was quite good for that. So, but that's a good buy for £5, and they're normally 40 odd quid. I think that's pretty good.
It will either become part of my camera kit or not. It doesn't really matter.
Well, it's a good brand.
We'll see.
So I think you've done well on that.
Yeah, and then I think it was the same people. I bought a Lady and the Tramp Disney mug. Still got the price label on the bottom,
nice.
So brand new.
Yeah.
I got that for 50p.
Nice.
And I thought, well, I'm not going to turn down a Disney.
No, a Disney
50p.
like still got the label on and everything, so that's going to go nicely, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I like it when you can say brand new with
my
label.
first item. My first item was a bag. Now I don't know if you remember a couple of programs, a couple of films ago.
We're not that professional.
No. I actually picked up a boosted board backpack, which I've actually got listed at the moment for about 125 quid.
Yeah, for everybody who's bored of cameras and DVD players, we're moving into backpacks.
Moving into backpacks. Sorry, guys. We're moving into backpacks.
We're in the backpack phase.
This is another backpack, as you can see, just so that you can try and get the light on it.
And it's got the back straps and the bit that goes around the waist. And
yeah, it's got all the
every way to attach it onto your back.
Pockets. But the main thing we're looking at here is this logo here. Anyone who isn't a gamer probably won't know, but this is the logo for Razer, who do Razer Gaming. They do laptops, they do control pad, mice. It's all it's a gaming company.
The gel pads that we had with the wrist things, weren't they Razer?
Well, yeah, we had gel pads, and it was for gaming mice. They do a lot of gaming mice and stuff like that. But this is
because back in the day we used to
play World of Warcraft. Yeah. And it's still got the.
If any of you ever played World of Warcraft, if you ever were a member of Dark Dealings, hi.
Yeah, a member of Dark Dealings. We actually had about 600 people in our guild. But anyway, So that it's still got the label on. I picked this up for I think £1.50. I think they said it's either £1 or £3.
No, you said £1.50 when you met me in the field, and
Was
you
it
were showing.
£1.50?
He came running up to me and showed me the logo, and he said, "Do you know what this is?" And it's like, yeah.
Yeah. But again, it's just a really nice backpack. I've looked on their website. These are selling for £84 brand new.
So is that a backpack or is it a laptop bag?
I actually don't know. I didn't even bother to look. I just saw it and grabbed it. I would say, oh, that feels nice. No, that's going to be.
You'll get us an X rating if you keep saying things like that.
No.
No, that's.
But
it looks like it's got the bit to put. What it looks like a bit for a
laptop. So it's going to be a laptop bag with all your stuff in it. It's got that new. It just feels brand new.
And a bit for all your cables and mice and
cables and gaming mice and all your kind of.
There.
That's just a really nice,
good bag.
Really nice backpack. So I picked it up really cheap.
So was that not a reseller, house clearance people selling that or something?
I don't know. No.
Because the lady clearly didn't know what it was.
No,
again, she wouldn't have let it go that cheap,
let
would
it
she?
go that cheap. But anyway, I don't know. But I was just really, really, really happy to pick that up. That's a really nice buy. So yeah, that was one of those.
I've done two already, so I can do another one. Once again, he's come back with armfuls of stuff, and I've got 4 or 5 things.
I also picked up. Sorry guys, it's a run-of-the-mill, everyday thing for me now. It's another one of the coffee machines.
Another Krups.
I think that was.
That take the Nestle Dolce Vito.
Yep,
pods.
It takes the pods. You kind of lift that up. Oh, yeah.
And was that from the boot sale?
Yeah, that was boot sale.
It's unusually clean.
It is unusually clean.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No, I like it. So that's all good. I think this was £3 or £3.50, something like that. Which I'll pick these up every day for that. I keep saying it. They normally sell for about £17. So that was really good. And then.
I saw at Fairgate again this morning. Did I mention the Hunter Wellies that
yes,
I saw
you
the
did.
other week?
Yeah.
He's still got them, and I had a better look at them this morning, and I am sure they're genuine fakes.
Genuine fakes.
I'm genuinely sure. When I had a look on there's a strap with a buckle on the side of Hunters.
Yeah.
That should have the Hunter
name on it.
On the buckle.
Right.
And the buckle not only didn't have the Hunter name, it was quite rusty.
Right.
And I don't know what material Hunter actually use on their proper ones.
Yeah.
On the fixings and things, but it seems to me if you're spending, upwards of £100 for a pair of Wellington boots, you don't want a buckle on it that's going to rust.
No.
So anyway,
I've got one more.
I'm just glad that I found them and was able to have another good look, so I don't have to kick myself for not buying them last time. But I didn't buy them again today.
So picked up this for £3. So it's got it's a DVD.
No, it's a CD player.
CD player. It's
got no screen on it, darling.
No, it's not a Yeah, you're right. So
it's
Hitachi. It's a DAB radio, which is quite cool.
And a CD player.
And a CD player, and it's got the aerial, and the aerial is still intact, so that's good.
With the knobbly bit on the end.
The only thing is these buttons are the plastic that's got the coating, and it's starting to go a bit sticky. Now, so the only thing is,
you use Goo Gone for the icky stickies,
don't you? Use Goo Gone for the icky stickies. The only problem is if I do that on this, there's a chance that it's going to take the writing off of it.
Maybe if you got a Q-tip and just dipped it in and did it very.
I'm just going to have to be really careful in what I do, but for £3.50, I figure that's still going to get a sale that's going to be worth it. So the only thing is it didn't have a power lead with it. Obviously it's a standard power lead, so I'm sure I've got one of those kicking. The figure of 8, yeah. So I'm sure I've got one of those kicking around.
Cheap enough anyway,
so that was really good. What else have you got, Jen?
Well, the only other thing I bought at the boot sale this morning is this little chap. It's another not ladro. It's in the Valencia style. And this one is by I don't know how they pronounce it because it's Spanish. Casares.
How do you spell it?
Well, it's Casares.
Casares.
And their logo always has a capital A in the middle, but
right.
It's in the Valencia style, the same as ladro. And
yeah.
You can always pick out the quality Valencia style by the fineness of the painting.
The painting
and if you look at the eyes and the face, I don't know how well you can see that. That's really quite nicely done.
Yeah.
And the only thing about this is it's a little bit grubby, so I'm going to have to give it a good wash. And I can't tell if that hand has come off and been reattached. When they make these pieces, whether it's Ladro or any of the other houses, the sculptor makes them in one piece, and then they're separated into, I think they call them fractions, but don't quote me on that. They're separated into different pieces, so one piece may be made in 4 or 5 different sections, and it could be that that's.
I think that's whole. I think that's solid. I don't think that's been.
Well, the thing is, because it's grubby, I can't tell what's round the cuff if it's just crud.
I think it's just crud.
And as I say, that would have been when it was made originally.
Yeah. That
would have been cast separately from the head, from the lute, from the body. They would have all been cast separately and then put together later on, because some of Ladro's spectacular pieces, which are more like a tableau than a single piece, where they've got lots and lots of different things, they might have 500 or 600 pieces that come together to make that.
Got you.
That main thing. But anyway, that's just a little bit of product knowledge for you. But as I say, check the painting on them. If the painting is done really well, and one of the ladies that I bought the other week was this same porcelain house, so I'm quite excited to get it into some fairy liquid and give it a good wash and bring it up nice and see what it looks like. But I paid
£1.50?
I paid the asking price, which was £1.50. I thought, that'll do. And that will most likely sell for around about 15. It's quite a nice little piece, and you see people selling sets of these where they might have one Casares, one Ladroneo, one something else, and they're all on theme, and they sit quite nicely with a Ladro and look the part. And as I have said before, it could be that the man who sculpted this also worked for Ladro, or has in the past worked for Ladro.
Yeah.
Or Yadro, depending on how you pronounce it. I always say Ladro because I'm British.
Right.
But that's me for this morning's boot. So
really?
I spent £5, £6, £7.
£7.
£7 this morning.
Nice. Yeah, really nice. Right, well, I bought some other bits. So, got some books. I picked up. This is this is the Essentials of
AQA Science Double Award Modular the Terminal Examination.
So that one. Now there was a load of these books, and somebody was asking for £1 each. Now the recommended retail price is only £5.99. So if I do £1 each, I'm still not going to make a lot of profit. So I decided not to, because I had 10 of them. But instead, I had picked this one up for 20p, a couple of tables along.
It is. I keep saying the law of the boot sale is if you see one, you'll see 4 or 5 as you're walking around.
Absolutely.
That's the way it always works.
So the next one, what was also there with it is Key Stage 3 Science
Revision Guide.
Again, that one's only £4.50. brand new, but I picked it up for 20p, so there's going to be some profit in that. So they were good, but I also...
And those will just go normal mail, won't they? They'll go in an envelope.
They should go in an envelope, I would have thought.
Mail.
Yeah. But then also picked up, there was another guy who had a load of books. So we then had Aslaw.
Yeah, Aslaw. Or AS Law, 3rd edition.
3rd edition.
It's written specifically for students taking AS Law in its own right, or the first part of the A-level course. Oh, AS, so isn't that part, the exam is an AS isn't it?
I don't know.
Because it used to be just A-level or
right, and now it's AS.
Things have changed since I left school.
Yeah. So anyway, so these all I picked up for 50p each. So I got that one for 50p. The next one was
Cases and materials on EU law.
Cases and materials on EU law.
What's the cover price on that?
Again, it's not saying the cover price. This is the
you have to do.
This is the 8th edition. But yeah, that I have no idea what these. I mean, they might be. I'm guessing something like that might be 20 quid to buy new. The next one we have an Introduction to Law, 7th edition. This one doesn't have a price on it either.
Cambridge University Press.
Yeah.
University Press.
The next one is, what's that one? The
Constitutional and Administrative.
7th edition. I mean, this is a big old thick book. So again, I don't know how much these would cost. I really look forward to finding out how much these cost. But
I don't think they'd be cheap.
I don't think they're going to be cheap, and I think they're going to be worth picking up. The next one is an Open University Block 6 rights. Again, this one doesn't have a price on the back. But again, you know, I like picking up books that people are going to need for courses, because
Study books.
Yeah, study books. They're kind of. So we then have Block 5. What's that?
Sanctions.
Sanctions. So that's another one. They're all in the series of this now. Reader 3.
Rules, Rights and Justice, and Introduction to Law.
Just that one. So
that's another Open University.
Really interested to see what these actually, how much they are. Block 7 Justice. I don't know whether to actually sell these individually or sell these ones.
The OU ones.
The OU ones might be good as adjudication. Was that?
Yeah, adjudication.
Rules, Rights and Justice, an Introduction to Law.
I read that for you earlier.
Jan read it. It's the only way I'll be able to pronounce adjudication is with Jan. Then we've got Enforcing Rules, Book 3. I don't know how much these would actually be, but it might be. I might turn out and find that some of these
are given away free with the course.
Or given away free with the course.
I've never done we'll have to ask Alan, because I've never done an OU course, but I know that it costs a lot of money, so maybe they're the materials that come through as part of the...
It may well be. I mean, the thing is, when I was doing my gas courses, the books that I sold for 60 quid came free with the course.
Yeah.
Because you had to have it. But they still sold. Legal personality?
Yeah.
So that's them. So yeah, so I've got a nice little lot of books that I think will be worth something. I say I paid 50p each, so be really, especially on the Open University ones. I mean, even if I sold that for a £5, it would be worth doing. So we'll see what happens on those. So that is the roundup for the car boot sale. However, whilst we were at the car boot sale, somebody said, "Oh, are you going to the jumble sale later?" And it's like, Jumble sale. Yeah.
What jumble sale?
Yeah.
It is going
It is
lazy.
going, yes. So it obviously we were at the boots out at Faygate,
Yeah, Faygate.
but at Copthorne the scouts there had a jumble sale, and that was at 12 o'clock today.
Yeah, so we had enough time to come home, have a cup of tea,
get
a slice of toast,
yeah,
get ourselves turned around, and get to the jumble sale just in time to get the very last parking space right outside.
Which was ideal, and then
Perfect
we
for
were
me.
quite nicely in the queue as well.
Yeah,
so that was really good. So
it's nearly washed off now, but you pay your money and you get your stamp on your hand like the old festivals.
Yeah.
While you're queuing up, and then when they actually do open the door, you just do that at them, and you can go straight in, and presumably out and in again. Or
Yeah.
did they
Well,
just get recognise you?
I said I was coming back out. Anyway, so do you want to do one of yours first from there? Two of yours, or should I start with mine?
How much have you got?
Oh, I've got that pile there. And then I've
More
got...
books. Oh, if you want to put the kettle on, you might be able to make a tea while he's going through all his books.
No, it's not more. Right, okay.
I mean, yet again, I didn't get that much stuff, but I got a couple of bits. This one I wasn't actually going to get, but the lady in front of me turned her nose up at 80p. They were asking 80p for what it's turned out to be a 2.5 pint teapot. I've just measured how much it holds.
Nice.
2.5 pint teapot. It's made in. It says made in England. I can't make out a maker's. It's
no.
something I can't make it out. It's kind of half worn, half glazed, but. Oh, I've just tipped some water. That's only
Sorry,
more
because you
where I
were
measured
measuring
it.
Yeah.
But I thought, well, 80p for a great big teapot. And
It's nice.
having a quick look on solds on eBay, this sort of size will sell for about 15 quid.
Yeah. So 18p,
people like-
80p into 15 quid. Can't beat that, can you?
So I just felt, because, you know, the woman had said, how much is it? And they said £1. And she said, oh, no. And so the girl said, well, 80p then. And I thought, come on. And she's like, and she walked away, and I thought, oh, I'll have it for 80p. It's a nice enough teapot.
It is nice. Someone one day is going to really appreciate that, having that. So that's really nice. Well, it might look like the same one as before. Actually, no, it is a different design. This is picked up another coffee machine.
This one's a DeLonghi nut crops.
Yeah. So this one has...
again takes the Dolce Gusto pods.
Now the thing is, this one is actually missing the bit that
Or
slots.
was missing that bit.
It is missing.
Oh, it is.
It is missing. That's the grill, but there's a little tray that sits on.
Yeah.
And we're missing the tray. I paid £3 for it, but it did also come with
more than £3 worth of pods.
Yeah, I mean
I've got no idea how much those things cost.
That's just Galaxy. That's completely that's hot chocolate.
A brand new hot chocolate
that's never been opened.
And it 17th of 7th, 21. But I would definitely still. I use things way past their use by date.
And then those
and you've got a whole carrier bag full of
pods.
pods.
So there's a whole load of drinks there.
You've got cappuccinos,
and
lattes,
and hot chocolate. The brown ones are hot chocolate. There's a lot of hot chocolates.
latte macchiato.
I might just sell the machine and keep the drinks, and have one and get one of these machines that can actually. Although it could be different. I don't know if no, it's got to be the same. It's still. Oh, there's one in there.
Oh, has that been used?
That's been used. But that's still the same. Still the same pods. So I might actually. I've got a few of these at the minute.
Or,
I might keep one of those.
If you've got a few of them, you could sell them with 3 free pods or something to try and boost your sales.
I could.
Hello, Big Bear.
Although I don't know whether the Bear's come in to hello
Help
Bear.
present.
He's come. Do you like the smell of those? Yeah, he's not against that. What do you think? Anyway, so yeah, so for £3 with all of that, and I say that box is still unopened. So I might try them, see if I like some of them, and if I do, then I'll use them, and if not, but certainly good to. I mean, the machine. I'm sure I can pick up one of the bits for the tray.
Because they don't have the dates on individually.
They
but
don't.
Like I say, I'd use any of that.
But you say there's espressos, there's chocolates, there's cappuccinos, there's
What's the
latte
pink one?
mocha.
Espresso.
What's that one? Latte.
Macchiato, is it?
Something like that.
I don't know. I don't drink coffee. I don't like it. I don't like the smell.
But anyway, so I think that was quite good for £3. Quite happy with that.
The only thing in my view you should do with coffee is stick it in a coffee and walnut cake.
Yes.
Funny enough, I enjoy
You
coffee
like
and walnut
that, don't
cake,
you?
but I can't bear coffee to drink. But anyway, at the jumble sale, I also got if I can grab hold of it, a lovely Pyrex casserole dish with the lid. I don't know if you'll be able to see. It does say it is a branded Pyrex one.
Which is nice.
It's actually in really
Is
nice
that for us
condition.
or is that for
No,
selling?
this will
or
be
Tony?
here. Well, like I say, it'll either stay here or it may at some point migrate to Tony's house.
Right, yes.
With something in it.
Yes.
Because I make up casseroles and shepherd's pies and things like that and stick them in the freezer in the Pyrex. And who was it the other day who said, "Oh, I didn't know I could stick Pyrex in the
Well, if
freezer."
you can stick it in the oven, you can certainly stick
Well,
it in the
no,
freezer.
that's the beauty of it. It can come straight out of the freezer.
And go straight in the oven.
And then I put it straight in the oven and then heat the oven up from cold with it in there so it goes up gently. I wouldn't put it straight into a hot oven.
Yeah. But yeah, nice. How much?
I think this was £1. I'll just wrap it up in cling film and throw it in the freezer. And so if I can see them, because these aren't cheap.
No.
Brand new, they're not cheap at all. So they go on forever.
Yeah.
I think I've handed some of them on to my daughter now, but I actually had some that I inherited from my mum, who got them from her stepmother.
Yeah.
You know, so they're like...
Oh, they last really well, yeah.
So if I did give it to Laura, then it's like 4 generations old now.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, so got the casserole dish, because I'm not going to pass it up for £1.
Right, well, I got mini seedling tool set.
A dial seed sower.
Right.
Pistol grip dibber. Widger and dibber. So if you know what a widger and a dibber
A widger and a dibber. So
are you quite excited about this little kit?
That's this. So I know what this bit.
That's the dibber.
That's to make your hole for your seedlings and whatever. And then you've got whatever the round bit is.
I think that's.
And then.
I think you drop kind of your seeds down through that into the hole. I think you.
Right.
I think you fill up the round bit with the seeds.
Yeah.
And then you put the pointy bit down into the hole, and it releases them one at a time or something.
Yeah. So it's still sealed, so it's still brand new. I picked that up for 10p. And I thought, well, that's really good. The thing is, on the table, there were lots of them.
So of course you pick them all up.
So I have multiples. In fact, I actually picked up 15 of these. So they were. I picked them up.
Oh, hang on. These say Wilson and Gregory. Now, I was going to say you never know when you're picking this sort of thing up if you don't know anything about it.
Have you heard of Wilson and Gregory?
What I was going to say, when you're picking this sort of thing up, if you don't know anything about it, it could just be some cheap China, whatever. But no, I hadn't heard of Wilson and Gregory, but it sounds like a posh enough name that they could have been worth.
Yeah. So the thing is, so I picked them up for 10p. I spent £1.50 on 15 of these. You know, when I put these on eBay, it's going to be a case of there's 15 of them sat there. So I think it was worth. I think they're worth picking up for 10 pence.
I can't go wrong for 10
For 10 pence, you can. I mean, so I spent £1.50 on them. So there's 15 of those. So I'm really, really pleased with that. I thought that was really good, actually. Obviously, if they don't sell, I mean, they'll be no good. But we'll see. So just have to work out the right price and stick them on. What else have you got?
This was underneath one of the. Oh, I've dropped it.
You've dropped it
before the dogs grab it.
Hang on. I'll be back in a minute.
The lid wasn't on properly and it fell. Yeah, I was going to say it was underneath one of the tables, and it looks to me as though it may be old jumble sale stock. It's so grubby. I don't believe it came out of anybody's kitchen this dusty and grubby. I think that somebody's donated it. It's been left stored in wherever.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a Tupperware airtight container. If you just... Oh. It's got the little florally bit on the front. Somebody's been using it for bread flour. It just needs a really good clean. Again, although these actually do fetch pretty good money reselling, they're so useful. Because like I say, this type of top, it is an airtight top. When I used to be a Tupperware lady, I used to say that if you've got your flour in there and it gets a bit grubby, throw the whole thing in the washing up bowl, give it a good wash and rinse, put it back, and your flour will still be bone dry inside. Never did it myself, but that's what we were told to tell people, so I did. I don't know if anybody ever did.
But once it's had a nice clean up, it'll be a nice...
That'll clean up beautifully. But like I say, you know, with Tony having his
new house,
into a brand new house soon, he's going to need things like that. So that I think was 25p.
Nice.
It was a lovely jumble sale. The one we went to before was like £10, £5, you know, ridiculous money. But this one was all
apart
pennies.
from the camera that I picked up.
Well,
you'll probably have heard about the Olympus Mew that I picked up for £1. So, but anyway.
And then another Tupperware. This one definitely is a keeper because I've got this set. I've got a cupboard full of this set. Just storage one with accessible top there. Again, needs a really good clean.
Really good for a little packet of pasta.
I mean, they're both of them clean enough inside. They just look to me as though they've been stored in a grubby place.
But ideal for pasta or lentils or anything like that. Anything dry that you want to not use it all at the same time and have store it in something. So that's really good. Well, is that all of your bits?
No, I got 2 more.
What else did you get?
Bone china. They had a whole table full of mugs, and I thought, well, I don't really need any. I couldn't see any Disney or anything like that, but I found these are Heath McCabe.
Heath McCabe.
I have no idea who Heath McCabe is.
But the fact that it is kind of...
But the fact that they were both Heath McCabe, it looked to me as though they might have been part of a set.
Right.
Or even if not a set, then... Sometimes you get garden centres that sell this sort of thing at ridiculously expensive money because you've got like tulips on one and I'm not sure. What's that flower? Something tells me it's a dahlia and it's not.
I recognise it, but I don't know it. I think my mum...
If you can see what that flower is, do tell me in the comments below.
In fact,
Your
Mum, if
know.
you're watching, what is that? Because I think you used to have some in the garden.
But they're pretty flowers anyway, so I just thought, well, even if it's not part of a set, they can be sold as a pair. They're bone china, hand cast from fine bone china, dishwasher safe. Fine bone china, dishwasher safe.
From Gloucestershire, England.
Heath McCabe, so.
Nice.
And they're actually quite big mugs. They're not...
No, they're not little
tiny,
ones, are they?
But they're just nice mugs, and I said how much for the mugs, and 20p each, so...
Can't go wrong at 20p.
I'm not going to turn my nose up for 20p bone china mug. So that's my lot for today. So the jumble sale I spent... Oh, how much did I spend? £150. I think it was about £7 in the end.
Right.
I can't remember. My brain has just gone... Bleh.
Well, on the car boot sale this morning, I spent about 15. Might have been 14. I think I had £1 left. About 15. And then I think I spent about
10 at the jumble then, wasn't it?
Just under 10 at the jumble. Which, by the way, I haven't finished my bits yet. I have another.
Yeah, I think you said that you spent £25 all told. I know that my whole lot for today has come in at about £7 for all of it.
Yeah.
Which I like. I love days when you can come home with a whole load of stuff that cost about £7.
Absolutely. Well,
especially when they're quite small things that I can take out and keep in the shed when this monster here is rehomed.
It'll get sorted, but I'm going to move on to my little pile of what I've got left. Because I still have a pile left. More books. This one is the
International Relations of the Middle East.
So it's an Oxford book. Again, doesn't have a price on it, but again, it's...
Was it with all the law books again?
Yeah, this was in a part... This is slightly different books on those ones.
It's a historical overview, the emergence of the Middle East into the modern state system, the Cold War in the Middle East since the Cold War, torn between geopolitics and geoeconomics.
Something tells me that again is to do with the course.
Yeah, could well be.
The next one we have is the...
Essentials of International Relations.
3rd edition.
Did that one come with the Middle East
it's
book?
all in the same. Again, I don't know how much that was. Somebody's obviously been leaving marks. They've been studying and leaving kind of tabs of things.
It's a post-it note.
So the next one is
issues in world politics.
This one has a price tag.
1999.
1999. Again, I picked these ones up for these were the jumbo sale ones. These were 30p each. So I paid £3 for all of these. What?
Can I tell them what you said?
What?
When you said it was 30p each, and then I bought 10, and she charged me £3.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Did she?
Did she?
You was robbed.
So this one is criminal law.
Oh look, they've got a photo of a criminal. Or do you think he's a criminal or an actor?
Or an actor. I don't know. Do you think he gave permission for his photo to be used?
Let me study the look on these people's faces. Yeah, he's an actor. Yeah, the real criminal is the one in here. You can tell by his look.
Right, now this one, I don't know this one. Department of State, United States of America.
Trafficking in Persons Report, June 2017. Well, sounds quite interesting, but I shan't read it.
No, I have no intention
Somebody's
of reading.
tried to work. How far back do the post-it notes go?
What do you mean? Did they get away?
Yeah, there's a post-it note right at the back.
Right at the back. Somebody's read the whole
done a lot of
book.
reading.
And it's lots of very small writing.
It is very small writing.
That's very small writing. That's very intense.
When you buy a book, do you like the bigger writing or the pictures?
I like but look, it's got these graphs, and that graph there is the same as that graph there. Is the same as probably, look, there's more graphs. It's all little writing and those little small graphs.
And no colours.
No colours in it at all. There's no colouring in that whatsoever.
Nothing to colour in.
Colouring at all.
Not your kind of book, Ben.
No. I want big pictures, 1 or 2 words. That's my kind of book.
With 3 letters each.
3 letters each. 4 letters is pushing the boundaries, that is. Right, so
Tort law. What on earth is
Tort
tort
law, 2nd edition.
And they've got a picture of people climbing a mountain.
Yeah.
So what on earth is tort law? It explains and evaluates the rules and principles that make up English tort law in unparalleled depth and clarity. I have no idea what tort law is.
Now, unfortunately, I think I might have folded that back. I don't know whether that's going to
devalue it.
Devalue.
You have to be very careful when you pick up books that you
really
actually
careful.
Get them home in the same condition they were.
Yeah.
Sold you in.
Next one.
Cases and materials on
EU law. This is the 7th edition. Now, I believe on the stuff from the car boot sale, I picked this one up, and it was the 8th edition. So I have the 7th and 8th edition.
Are you still with us? Hello?
Yeah, no, you're still here. Yeah, bit boring. More books. But here we go. That 30p, original price £28.99. Okay, so that's got to be worth £15. That's what I'm thinking. Next one, sorry, there's more books still. Company Law, 12th edition. So, yeah, Company Law doesn't have a price on that one. It did have a price, I can't see, it's been rubbed out.
Let's have a look.
There was a label on there, but that's been...
Yes, somebody's tried to... I think that was a gift that somebody has tried to disguise.
Right, so then there is...
Either that or somebody sold it to somebody else second hand for more money than
maybe,
they paid
maybe,
originally.
yeah. So then there is a business law.
But those labels you normally get off.
I get
your,
off with the Google. Yeah. This business law one. This has a price label of £31.99p. This is why I pick up books on law and books on that I think are to do with courses. You know, considering these are 30p
anything
each.
to do with course, whether it's a, paramedics, ambulance,
law or
plumbing. If it looks as though you need it to get through your course, then Neil will pick it up.
Even like the ones on massage.
Economics.
There was one on massage and aromatherapy. But if it looks like it's involved in a course, then there's a good chance people are going to need it. It's a bit, the way I look at it.
Again, you've got pages tucked over inside.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. If you go to and untap that page.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll probably be listing those later.
Yeah.
This one has a price of £37.99. Yeah, 37. So this is Applied Economics. So 10th edition. So yeah, let's see if you can actually see the price label on there. And does it
have any sort of date in it?
I mean, I know storybooks and that do sell, but when books are required for current courses and stuff like that, they're still needed, and people.
Oh, 10th edition 2004. So it's.
I years ago I signed up to do a dog training course, and there was like 10 books that you had to get, and
and the dogs wouldn't read any of them.
The dogs wouldn't read any of no, but the thing is, they're required for what you need to be doing, and if you paid full price for them, of 10 books for a course, then you're looking at hundreds and hundreds of pounds for course books. And ideally,
I do have a photo of Darcy Button with that dog training. I think it was a Victoria Stilwell dog training book, and she's looking at it with that sort of expression: "Is if you think I'm going to do any of that, you've got another thing coming."
Yeah, but yeah, so that's 20 between the car boot sale and the jumble sale. That's 20 books picked up today, so I'm really happy with that. That was really good going. And that is all of my
sorry
items.
about the beeping. That's something outside in the road is doing a lot of
beeping.
Reversing probably. Or...
Yeah. So anyway,
careful,
I think
this vehicle is reversing.
Anyway, so I think that's it. That's
pretty much
wrapped up for this one.
Yeah, we're going to have to get back to
doing more room.
Thing. At the moment, it just looks as though we picked up everything in the room, threw it in the air, and it all just landed. We had a bit of an accident with our measuring, didn't we?
Yes.
Because the desk plus the filing cabinet should have gone into the alcove. But it turns out it's that much too wide.
I measured it, and I forgot to allow for the skirting board. So it's literally 20 millimetres, I think it is. It's so small, but it's just not big enough.
But it's doable. We just got to raise the filing cabinet over the height of the skirting board. So at the moment we've got some paving slabs that we've washed off in the garden that we're going to put on the floor just to raise the height.
Yes.
And then it should all fit in. I just hope that, even though it's just that much taller, will I still be able to access the top drawer without steps?
I don't know.
Well, I can pull it open, but I don't know if I'm tall enough to look inside.
Oh dear. Anyway,
never mind.
Hope you guys have enjoyed this little show and tell. I'm not sure if we're actually boot sailing tomorrow.
It's Shoreham. It's the first shore and fly over one of the year. You think we're going to stay in for that?
I don't want to stay. Excellent. So we might well.
We're going to go down there and see what we can get for £2.75, aren't we? Because that's all we've got left.
I might have to go and rob a bank first.
Raise the piggy bank.
Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's, and we'll get tomorrow's.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, especially subscribe.
Drop comments down below on if you know what taut law is, if you know what the red flower on the mug
is. Yeah,
there's
definitely.
no prizes.
No,
it's
but
just
we
need to
do
know.
want to know. But also, guys, can you really help us out on these films, out on our channel by subscribing? We're getting loads of views, loads of watch hours, but we would like to help our business by becoming a monetized channel, and we need to get to 1,000 subscribers. We are currently at about 349 subscribers.
Not enough.
So if you guys that are watching, please subscribe, help the channel out by just supporting us. Just hit that subscribe button, and that will really help us. And it will help to encourage us to make more and more content for you guys.
I don't know that you actually earn enough out of it to worry about it being monetized. And then it gets really annoying because not only will we be boring you, the adverts will be boring.
Just subscribe, help us out.
Tell your friends.
Yeah. Anyway,
but it's not about the money. It's about the.
It's about but it would.
It's about the community, isn't it?
It is about
it's about learning about things that you don't want to learn about.
What you do, yeah. So anyway, thanks guys, and we'll see you guys
probably tomorrow or Monday,
on the next one. Take care. Bye.
Bye.